like my grandmother's bathroom.
Okay. So if you love baklava and you don't want to take on that challenge of making all the layers and putting it all together, this cake is simple and it's going to give you all of the flavors of baklava, that syrup soaking through the phyllo, but it's in one beautiful cake. So the first thing we want to do is make our beautiful spiced lemony syrup. So we're going to add some sugar, some strips of lemon peel. We're using lemon because that is what you would usually have in baklava. We've also got some whole peppercorns for a little bit of spice. I've got some cardamom pods that we've crushed so the flavors will come out as the water starts to boil. And then we're going to add a little bit of water. And I'm going to let that go until the sugar is completely melted. To this, I'm going to add some lemon juice, and this is optional, a little bit of rose water. I am going to add the rose water because I love it, but you don't have to. I'm going to stir that around, and let's cover that and let it cool while we make the rest of the cake. So phyllo comes in two different sizes. You can get a 1 pound piece that's longer, or you can get a smaller box that has 2 8-ounce pieces. That's what I'm using here. I'm going to take it out of its wrapping. And then all I want to do is cut it in 1/2-inch strips all the way down our log. So when I first worked on this recipe, the phyllo is not usually toasted. So I found that toasting it, I think, makes the cake a little bit lighter. So then all you want to do is put it on a sheet tray and just try to pull as much of it apart as you can. And then we're going to put it in a 350-degree oven that's on the middle rack for about 15 to 18 minutes until it's a nice golden brown. You can hear that it's really brittle. So I'm going to put that aside while I make the batter for the cake. So this is a pretty simple batter. Start with some sugar. This is a cup. Add some lemon zest. When you whisk up the lemon zest with the sugar, you get this really beautiful lemon sugar, and it really kind of distributes all the oil from the lemon zest into the sugar. So we always start with that. That only takes about 30 seconds. So with the mixer on low, I'm going to add some Greek yogurt. We have 5 eggs. I'm going to use 1 cup of neutral oil. And then we have some baking powder and a little bit of salt. So you want to increase this to medium and let it go until it's well incorporated, and scraping the bowl occasionally if you need to. What's this baby for? I don't know. Was it for the yogurt? Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm going to take the bowl off the mixer so I can add my phyllo. So I'm going to start by adding half of the phyllo. You don't want to add it all at once because it's a little hard to mix. I think this cake is actually really fun to make. Fold it in. It's okay if the phyllo breaks. So you want to make sure that all of this phyllo is completely coated in the batter. As you can see, it loses a lot of volume. Now I'm going to add the rest. You know, it does not seem like your traditional cake batter, but trust me, you're going to love this cake. So as you can see, there's no flour in this cake. The phyllo is actually taking the place of that, which is pretty genius if you ask me. I've sprayed a 9-inch cake pan with cooking spray. There's parchment, and then I've also sprayed the parchment. I'm going to add just half of the batter and spread it in an even layer. You have all these little nooks and crannies when it bakes up that the syrup kind of soaks into, so don't press it down too much. Add half of our pistachios. This is 3/4 of a cup of raw pistachios that we've chopped really finely. The best way to chop the pistachios, it's a little bit of a pain, but really you need to do them by hand. We found if you put them in a food processor, that kind of turns to nut butter, and that's not really what you're looking for. Now I'm going to add the rest of the batter to the top. Don't compress too much. I'm going to have a little bit of space in between the cake layers. I'm going to take the rest of our nuts, sprinkle them in a nice even layer. So this is going to go into our oven until it rises. It's beautifully brown, and a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. That takes about 45 to 50 minutes. So my cake has about 5 or 10 minutes to go, so now I'm going to strain out my syrup. We love all the flavors, but we don't want to have chunks of peppercorn in our cake. It smells amazing. I love the rose water and the lemon. I know people here who don't like the rose water, Wes, but I do. So I'm just gonna put that aside till the cake's ready to come out. Look at how it's risen above the top of the pan. It's actually gonna sink a little bit once you put the syrup on it and it sits for a bit, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna take a toothpick and poke it 1/2 inch all over the top. We want all of that syrup to get all the way to the bottom of this cake. So at this point, I'm just gonna pour half of the syrup on. I don't know if I mentioned this before. You wanna make sure that the pan that you use for this is at least 2 inches high, because anything that's not as deep will not be able to hold all the syrup. It'll just start running out the edge. Gosh, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. Okay. So I'm gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes so it can absorb some of the syrup before I add more. If I pour it all on now, it is gonna start running out of the pan, and we don't want that. This time I think I'll start in the middle. At this stage, you are gonna see the syrup really pool on top. That's okay. As the cake sits and cools, it's gonna absorb all of the syrup. We're gonna let this cool at room temperature for 2 hours.
Smells like toilet paper over here. Like my grandmother's bathroom.
Okay, should I say that? So we've let this cake cool for 2 hours. This holds really well at room temperature. You could just put plastic wrap over the pan and let it sit for a day at room temperature, and it's still delicious. Is that? You're ruining my concentration. Does he know? Heesh. You can see it's kind of sunk a little bit because it's absorbing all of the syrup, but that's not gonna affect anything. We really like to serve this with whipped cream that has a little bit of yogurt in it. That little bit of tang is really nice with the sweetness of this cake. I really love the lemon. I keep talking about the rosewater. I love the rosewater. So good. This is an unusual cake, but I think you will love it.